Justin Gay, Seeds of Xanadu, and on this channel we talk all about small scale market gardening, including taking care of something that I do not take to a market, which is my blackberry bush. Let me explain. So blackberries, as well as other berries, is something that I am very interested in growing, just because of the overall ease, really, in comparison to your annual crops like your arugulas, even like your peppers, which are kind of going down on me now. However, there is some maintenance when it comes to some of them, especially if you want a large crop. I am new to growing blackberries, or really any berries, like I was saying before, so these are the things that I am learning. So around here, blackberries are a huge thing, man. We love blackberries. That's kind of the reason none of them have actually made it to market. That also being said, this is the first year that I actually even got any fruit out of any of my blackberry bushes. These are 2-year canes that are behind me. I have both triple crown raspberry, thornless, as well as boysenberries, which are thorns, so I need to go get my gloves. But anyway, what we're going to be doing right now is pruning these things out and showing you guys when to prune your blackberries. Let's get after it. So there's two main things you're going to really want to know when it comes to growing your blackberries. Dude, I'm gonna go get these freaking gloves though. Hold on. So there's two main things you're going to want to know when it comes to growing your blackberries: your old cane versus your new cane, or your flora cane versus your prima cane. You want to make sure that you are taking out all your flora cane, which is this year's harvest, the ones that fruited this year. See that? That's all part of the flora cane. Now I'm gonna have to trace this thing all the way back down to the base and pop it from there. That's gonna ensure that, of course, that plant is gone, not really around to cause really any problems, you know what I'm saying? These older canes, what they'll end up doing is causing a lot of, and yeah, see, this one's already calling in all these freaking aphids and stuff. They'll call in other pests. Just like everything in your garden, the weaker stuff is the stuff that always gets eaten, right? Every time things begin to break down in your garden, that's when things want to pounce on them. So it's really important to keep all these things out of here and make sure that these aphids don't spread to any of my new canes, which are my prima canes. I'm gonna go through here, grab all these things, then we'll jump into the whole prima cane business. Blackberries are perennial, however, their canes are biannual, meaning that they're gonna be coming back about every other year. That's why you wanna get rid of all your flora canes. This is gonna allow a lot more space for the new prima canes to come in and flourish. When it comes to my prima canes, what I'm gonna be doing is really cutting back anything really too long. I'm just gonna kind of get them all to the top of my trellis. We're gonna hear online a lot of different things. Some people are saying that you should cut them at 6 foot. Some people are gonna say that you should cut them at 4 foot. I'm gonna keep mine right about to the fence line. Will also allow some of my prima canes to kind of like branch out from side shoots, but I'm going to probably end up cutting them off at a certain point. I don't know, maybe 1 to 2 foot. This right here is more or less a prima cane. This one right here is a flora cane. You see how it's starting to lose color? Pretty much anything that's dying. I just really want to get rid of anything that's too old and too long, really. So if the prima cane is too long, what ends up happening is it just keeps on expanding without giving you any fruit. You want to kind of cut that at a certain point. That can initiate it to kick in to fruiting for you, or flowering, so it can start fruiting for you. It's also a good time to get rid of all the grass underneath the plant. Grass loves to grow under blackberries, as it loves to grow under anything, really. I gotta be honest with you, there's not one time that I do this or something like this where I don't feel terrible. Always makes me feel like, I don't know, man, like, damn, I just screwed up next year's crop. This is the first time for me ever pruning back this far. Like everything else, man, just like my peach trees, like my mulberry tree. I had this thing pruned down to 6 foot tall. It's already that massive. Although this is a mulberry. Like everything else, I prune back super far, fruit always comes. And normally comes back a lot more. Starting to get new growth. A little bit longer season than I thought. It looks a lot better. Definitely let a lot more of the airflow come through here, and really gonna help keep down a lot of those pests. I got most of the boysenberries out. Those are the ones that have the thorns. So now we're gonna go into the triple crown. It's crazy. I planted boysenberries pretty much only on this side, but I found a lot of them over here. All right, let's get these triple crown going. One of the cool things about this is some of them will reroot. So this actually rooted itself right here, But if you follow that cane all the way around, it comes up in there. I'm actually gonna let them both play. So I'm just gonna cut this one, go to about the top of this one, see about there? I'm just gonna cut it there and see what happens. Now we got 2 plants. A lot of times we're pulling up roots like this and even there. So I can actually cut this right here. I'll cut as high as I can. So boom there. And then I'll cut this one as high as I can there, boom there. So now we have 2 more plants. But what I'm gonna do, actually I'll cut this a little bit further. It's about there. Oh, look at this, we've got a lot more. Got some there. So what I'll do is throw these in a little bottle of water I have over there. We'll grow a bunch more blackberries. We'll plant those up later. Back to work. So right here is the actual tag still attached to the original cane that I purchased a few years back. That cane right there. So we'll go ahead and get rid of it. She's already fruited for us, and time to get rid of it. So there she goes. All right, y'all. So everything that you see, including everything that you've seen at the beginning of this video, only came from, really, dude, I want to say less than 5 plants. Good friend David Crunk gave me a lot of the boysenberries. I want to say there was about 4 of those. It's been 2 years now since I planted those. So I want to say he gave me right about 4 to 5, but I think only 2 of those actually made it. And then in the blackberry, the triple crown, which is coming way down here, all the way clear to here now. That was only 2. That was only 2 plants. So you really want to make sure that you have a good place